Well, I found love finally. I think these are made in Mexico. But, I've been looking. A good commercial grill or a good heavy duty one, they run anywhere from like 2 grand to 3,500. I'm not kidding you. Not even a big one. Now, this one's kind of archaic, but it's perfect. This is called an offset wood smoker. It's got two sections, so if you wanted to use charcoal and wood and do hamburgers and stuff, you could, or you could keep things warm there. And this is where you do the brisket and this kind of stuff. I've spent a lot of time researching this stuff, and to me, my opinion, which is not worth anything, I want to go with only smoke and not pellets, wood. Now, the downside is this kind of smoker, you got to babysit it. It's about 10 hours for a big size brisket, but, I'll watch Pornhub, check my trail cams, read a few chapters out of books, run Daisy around, that kind. So it's not like it's work for me. But this is 14 gauge steel. Now, these are cheap to begin with. $500 is retail on it. But the assistant manager that started in the works for this place where I bought this wasn't familiar with their procedures, and he left these chained outside when the manager went on vacation. And with this cast metal, it rusts easy, which I don't really care because mine's going to be outside anyway. So if you can see, there's a lot of rust on the bed. There's rust on the wheels. Even that guy down the road in Union Point that makes the high-end smokers, those all have rust on them. I mean, if you're a real barbecuer, you don't really care. If you're a novice and I'm not to say that I'm one, but if you're a novice and you're just starting out, you want something to look nice, and rust kinds of makes people think that they're buying junk. So I got the old ancient wheels on it. I can load my coal and put extra wood in that way and that way for this one. This thing is a tank. Now, it's Mexican made. I love Mexicans, not to say anything negative about them. But there are a few things on here that you wouldn't want to dick with. Now, this is done by convection, airflow. Super heavy thing. Got a table up front, which I don't really care about either. Now, this is the Old Country barbecue pits. Yeah, made in Mexico, yep. This is the Old Country barbecue pits. They call this the Pico smoker. So for me, it's good. But I'll give you an example. Like most people, they want to get stuff and they don't want to screw with it. They want to, and you talk about people that want to watch TV and look at the temperature on their phone and all this bullshit. If you look at the real ass kickers in barbecue, none of them use that kind of bullshit. And from what I've read, pellets aren't as good as real wood. I don't know whether it's what they glue them with or make them with or what, but I don't want to mess with it. But as you can see here, you see two spots here where they're threaded inserts on half-inch bolts. And you would think that if you were selling this stuff, you'd have a thermometer mounted like all the other places do, but you don't. And when I took these out in the store, I couldn't get any of them to fit. I don't really care, but I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to bore the hole a little bit bigger, and then I can slip that sleeve down in there perfect and bolt it from the back. I don't care. They're cheap thermometers anyway, and it just gives you a ballpark where you're at. But this is a good deal. $250 I paid for this. Weighs 300 pounds. It's exactly what I wanted. Just super like caveman style, rusted already. This is how you control the smoke. Here and down here. And this, like I said, this is a tank. And I can add logs there if I want to. And right here, same with this one too. And this is how I'll control the smoke from this end, right here. Now that's going to take some practice, and I haven't done it yet, but I will get to it. I got the old metal wheels, total caveman. So I'll be doing some good brisket. Party.